Hey, what's up guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, we're going back down to Antarctica, where a new location has been shared with me by Brian over at Into Thin Air of what looks like here on Google Earth a nearly 275-foot tall pyramid-shaped shadow, and what's on the ground beneath this shadow is quite fascinating. We're going to come back and take a closer look at that location and what I found at the bottom of that shadow here in just a moment. Also in this video, I've got more unique fiery red and orange sunrises and sunsets. Also, a couple of days ago, there was a tornado outbreak in northern Illinois. You can see there were 2 or 3 in Wisconsin and about 15 in northern Illinois. This photo was shared with me by Choppy from north central Illinois, looking to the north. This is not a tornado, even though it looks like one. This was in the sky in the direction of all that severe weather that has ultimately created a lot of power outages. I was looking at the map today. You can see the locations in Wisconsin and Michigan, each having over 100,000 customers without electricity right now as I do this video. Michigan at 196,000, Wisconsin at 108,000, Illinois coming in at a close third with 97,000 customers without electricity due to storms rolling through the upper Midwest in the last 48 hours. Also in the northern tier, you can see in the Pacific Northwest, I've got a screen grab of the wildfires in the Pacific Northwest and the wildfires that extend up into British Columbia. The photo on the right was sent in by Trevor. This is looking at Vernon, British Columbia, where there's over 240 active wildfires burning right now as I do this video, and well over 200 out here in the western United States. Trevor also sent me this link with the map of the active wildfires and a list of all the wildfires currently underway right now in British Columbia. The list seems almost infinite. It is huge. Probably one of the biggest I think I've ever seen coming out of British Columbia. Unprecedented times. Also in the last 3 hours, there's been a very large 7.1 magnitude earthquake off the coast of the Philippines. It was 41 miles deep. That probably kept it from creating a large tsunami. There was more than likely a small one, but I would say this was a horizontal quake instead of a vertical quake, and there should not be a large tsunami associated with that earthquake. Now over to the website, quick look at the Schumann resonance. You can see there's been 2 very large spikes in the last 24 hours. Origins unknown, as the Earth-facing side of the sun's been pretty quiet. You can see it's almost flatlined over here at the Space Weather Prediction Center. No Earth-facing sunspots, coronal holes, and the X-ray flux is showing nothing above a B-class solar flare. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, looking at the seismographs and monitor the mighty supervolcano. A little bit of earthquake activity in the eastern caldera, but overall pretty quiet. A little bit of magma intrusion here and there, but that's what we've been seeing every day now for the last several months. Over here at nullschool.net, checking in on the Sahara sand situation. Doesn't seem to be slowing down any at all. Another large plume just jumped off the west coast of Africa, and it's making its way across the Atlantic Ocean right now as I do this video. Talked about power outages earlier. There are currently 8 states with some level of power outages, anywhere from 10,000 to well over 100,000. I want to take you guys now down to Antarctica, where a location has been shared with me by Brian over here at Into Thin Air. You can find the original video and his YouTube channel linked down below in the description box. Make sure you stop by and check it out. I want to take you guys now down to Antarctica, where I've taken some screen grabs from this location, and it's what I found down below this very tall structure that Brian found down in Antarctica. So here we go. Here's the screen grabs that I worked on, calling this ancient architecture down in Antarctica. Here's the photos that I worked on. This is the original, and you can see what looks like a very tall shadow being cast on the ground, obviously by something that looks like a slender pyramid. Even kind of reminded me of the Washington Monument. Even though it's not a perfect match, it does resemble a tall, slender structure that could have been an ancient sundial or something. That's why I called it like ancient architecture down in Antarctica. As you're going to see down here on the ground, you're going to see a series of right angles, very sharp right angles. You're going to see something that looks curved right over here, just like you see underneath the Washington Monument. You see a big circle right there around the base of the Washington Monument, where you're going to see at least a half a circle around the base of that very tall shadow, which is 275 feet tall. So that tells us something down in here is 275 feet tall, right down here at the base of that shadow. You can see what looks like a pyramid right here. You can also see a perfect square over here on the right with something in the center. Right here, you can see a half circle. See it? Over here is a circle with an X. And as we move forward in this video, it's going to become clearer and clearer that there is something down here at the base of this very tall shadow that appear to be of intelligent origin and intelligent design. This is another enhancement that I did, and you can start to see down here what looks like a pyramid. This is what's casting the shadow, whatever this is right here. And that's casting the shadow to the north. And then over here, you can see a square. There's the semicircle there. There's a circle over here to the left that has an X in it. Don't know what that means. Honestly, I don't know what any of it means. I just found it very coincidental that there's right angles down here at the base of this very tall, what looks like a pyramid structure or an obelisk. Don't know, guys. You tell me what we're looking at here. Here's another enhanced version of the same area. All of these are the same area, just different enhancements. I'm trying to pull forward whatever's on the ground down here. See the semicircle here? Just reminded me a lot of the Washington Monument and the big circle that surrounds the base of the Washington Monument. Here we go. I've kind of used some lines to identify some of the areas that are a little tough to see. I understand they are. But there's the circle with the X inside. That's what it looks like. There's the semicircle. Got a 90-degree angle or some sort of a pyramid over here and over here. And this one almost looks like a complete square over here on the right. And the shadow itself measures 275 feet tall. Here it is in yet another format. See the square over here and the pyramid here, half circle there, circle with an X over here on the far left. Becomes even more clear in this image here. Check this out. See the square, pyramid, that's what's casting the shadow. There's the half circle, and there's even something right there. And you've got something over here on the left, too, that looks like it may have been some sort of a structure at one time, but appears to be damaged. These appear to be fairly well intact, whatever they are. Don't know, but there's clearly something here that, to me, looks like they were of intelligent design. Obviously, over the years, they've been through a lot, snow and ice melt and things like that. And this is what's left, whatever it may be. I don't know, guys. You tell me what we're looking at here. Kind of a neat find down in Antarctica, which is a very mysterious place. This one by Brian over at Into Thin Air. Kind of reminded me of a version, not identical, but a version of the Washington Monument. There are things that appear to be at the base of that very tall 275-foot shadow down in Antarctica. And like I said, in a way, this kind of reminded me of an obelisk. These are part of our history. These things are located all around the world, various sizes, anywhere from 60 to 75 feet, all the way up to 555 feet. And that very well could be some sort of an ancient artifact like that down in Antarctica that's been revealed by the melting snow and ice. I wanted to continue on with the amazing sky photos of the sun. Melissa, Spartanburg, South Carolina. Another fiery reddish-orange sky. St. Charles, Missouri. Michael, that's a sunset looking to the west, and that would be more than likely influenced by a combination of wildfire smoke and Sahara sand, like this Illinois sunrise sent in by Amy, more than likely influenced by wildfire smoke and Sahara sand. That is an incredible sunrise, exactly the way I received it. Here's another one by Amy. This one, too, is unedited. That's exactly the way I received that photo. Amber out of Taylorsville, Kentucky. Sunrise influenced by wildfire smoke and sand. Hennig K out of Texas. Another photo of the sunset influenced by the wildfire smoke. Christos out of Cleveland, Ohio. This photo here influenced by the smoke and sand. Photos here sent in by Elizabeth out of Northwest Arkansas. Reddish orange sun being influenced by more than likely wildfire smoke and a little bit of Sahara sand. Rachel out of Montana. Sun heavily influenced more than likely by wildfire smoke up in Montana. Great job, guys. Keep the photos coming. If you have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. All the photos end up here at the Sky Phenomenon Photo Gallery at the website, and sometimes I'll use them in a video just like you saw right here. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.